Hey there, I'm going to give you guys a quick tutorial on how you can make your Google Slides for your Explorer. What you want to do first is you want to open up a blank slide. You want to put something in there like a room where the artifacts are going to be. So what you're going to do is go to Insert, you're going to go to Image, and you're going to search the web. It will show up over here. I put transparent floor. And it came up with this room here. I thought it looked pretty good, so I'm going to insert that. Here's what it comes out like. Now what I want to do is drag these little corners. See this blue dot? I'm going to drag that all the way to the edge, and then I want to drag it so it fills up the entire slide. Watch how the red line appears. Let me show you where the red line was. And it'll show you that it was, that time it didn't show up. I'm going to pull this one off and show you. So if I go, it would indicate that it's now the full size of this. Now this room is kind of interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a table inside of it and then put the artifacts around that. Since I'm not going to really show you an Explorer and take any of your ideas of something that would be found in this room, I'm going to insert an image, search the web, and it always says transparent because it's going to be something that we place in there. I'm going to put transparent old wooden table. My keyboard battery is dying. Okay, so, this is the one I like. I'm going to pick this one and I'm going to insert it. I've used this one before, that's why it showed up right away. But, that's way too big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale it down way farther. And I want to place it back toward the back of the room so it doesn't look like it's right in the middle of the room. Now that's still too big. So I'm going to scale it down, and I'm going to tell you it looks kind of strange right now. It's where I'm going to ask it, sort of leave it. But I'm going to click on it and I'm going to go up here to Format. Click on Format, Format Options, and I'm going to click on a drop shadow. When I put a drop shadow in, it kind of makes it that it's going to look more appropriate in that room because there would be shadowing. It wouldn't just show up like that. I am going to make it a little bit smaller again because it looks so huge in that room. And so now I have a table in the room. I have to hit the drop shadow again. Give it that. All right, so now I have a table in there. Let's see, the distance needs increased a little bit. No. I'm going to move that over a little bit so you can see that there's a little bit of a shadow there. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is think of some artifacts that I would want to put into my picture. Since I can't think of anything, I don't want to take your ideas for explorers. I'm going to just pick some objects that I want to put in my room. Let's say I wanted to do it about Harry Potter. I would want to insert, I could create my own shape. So I'm going to go to Shapes, and one of the shapes that I like is this banner here. And I'm going to create a banner. You see the banner being created right there? I'm going to drop that. Now, since Harry is in Gryffindor, I'm going to use this button here to fill the color. And this is the color of that maroon. And again, I'm going to go to Format. And I'm going to click on Drop Shadow. And that should give me a nice border or a nice little shadow behind there of it hanging on the wall. I could insert an image of, I'm going to leave transparent there because I don't want to write it again. I'm going to put transparent owl and see if I can find something. I like this one here because it's a full body. So we're going to take this one. We're going to insert it into our room. I'm just going to leave him big for a minute because I'm going to insert an image from the web of, I'm going to put on a bird perch. Let's see if I can find something. Oh, there's like a little cage. But you can go down, you see all the different things that they have here. I'm getting further and further away. I might put a bird cage on there. But if I put him on first, I'm pretty small. See how I made him smaller? And I put him on the table. I gotta make him much smaller. There we go. We'll put him onto the table. Now I can put this bird cage in there. And since it's transparent, it should be, oops. I didn't want all of those. I guess I can. Okay, so now this is a good example of what I can do. I can crop my image. I'm gonna grab these little corner things. I only want this cage down here. And so all the rest of those will disappear once I click on that. So now that I clicked off. So then this cage can be moved here, and it sort of looks like he's inside of it, but it's way too big. So we're going to scale it down, put it in front of him. It's got to go onto the table. And now it looks like he's inside his cage. Okay, so if I move that over just a little bit, there's an owl in a cage, but again, that needs to make sure it has a shadow too, and it does. And so now it's got an owl inside of it. I'm gonna go insert an image, search the web, and I'm gonna put script G. Let's see if we can find a nice G. I'm going to take this one. Maybe this one. Insert it. I'm thinking if it can get small enough, I'll put that on the Gryffindor banner. So here we go. Here we go. Did you see how I came up with that line that shows where it goes in half? You notice? See that line? It says it's right centered. So I'm going to put that on there. It doesn't really have much to do with Harry Potter, but I would explain it. So let's say these are some of my items that I wanted to put on there. What I would do then is I would create another page and explain what those items are. So let's say I open up another page and I type in here, insert a text box, and my text box says what the banner is. My keyboard's dying. It says that the band, it tells what about the banner. So I've got this page now that's going to explain that. I can change the font by highlighting it. I can go here. I really like this Conforta. I might want to make it bigger since there's hardly anything on the page. I might want to make it center justified. I might want to make it a little bit smaller in the center. If I drag the box, it's going to show me where the center of the page is with that red line. And then if I wanted to change the background, I could choose a background color. By clicking here, maybe I want it to be the other color of Gryffindor. Done. Well, that wasn't really the color I thought it would be. And so now you've got these ideas of things that you can do. I could add other shapes in here just for something to look at. So maybe this would be here, and that would be, I could do that in red. And then if I want to copy it, I can paste it somewhere else and move it to the other corner. Make another one, paste it here, and another one in the other corner. And then this one I'd like to make a little smaller, and this one I'm going to make a little smaller too. So now, I'm going to put one more. We can do that, and it's right in the middle. So the red banner represents Gryffindor, the house that Harry was sorted into upon his arrival at Hogwarts. So now, if I go back to this page and I click on this item, I can hyperlink that and to a slide in this presentation, and it says the next slide, which is the case. So I'll hit that, and so there we go. And then if I wanted to write something about the owl, I could do the same thing. So it's a quick and easy way to create. It's going to take some time, but it's really a fun thing to do, and the product will look great.